little out of hand. Tell me about some of the factors that led to the loss. Maybe the bad calls from the ref, or like you guys missed a bunch of your shots towards the end of the game.
I think we had a score of 78 to 69, 78 to 70. I'm not sure what the lead was at that point. And we didn't score the rest of the game. We just talked in the locker room about managing the game, managing the time and possession of the game, and we're just not doing a good job of that. We get a 7 or 8 point lead, and we think we're playing with house money, and we come down and we rush a shot, and it's not any one guy. It's us collectively. And we made we made probably 4 or 5 of the craziest passes tonight that I've ever seen us make this year. Just turn and actually just throw it at somebody else. And it just mind-boggling. I mean, David Solano had a couple passes tonight that I've never seen him even remotely attempt before. David's a good shooter. He had a respectable game for us tonight, 3 of 7 from the 3. I'd take that probably every night from David, but just turnovers just drive me crazy.
Talk to me about
we have 5 guys in double figures. I mean, they looked at the score sheet, and we ended up shooting 48.5% from the floor. So I'm not dismayed with that, and really 39 from the 3. That's not. These aren't terrible stats. 11 16 from the line. I guess I can live with all of the stat lines, but just the time of the game, and we've spent the last 3 days just working on individual defense and team defense, and just I told the guys before that we've been doing it in practice. You let a guy go to at this level of play. So many guys drive with their right hand. You can't really go left, and they're not productive when they go left. There's just so much difference between their right hand and left hand, and that's all we've done the last 3 days. In practice, we've made guys run if their man beats them going to his right, and tonight we were subbing guys in and out. If you saw us just bring the guy in and he stays in the game for a possession or two, just because the guy he's coming in for just allowed his man to go right, and we're just not getting it. We're just simply not getting it, and we're talking in here these guys at the end of the year. We number one, we got to get better, and we don't really seem to be doing that, and we're just not playing smart.
Talk to me about your stretch in recent games. The loss against Peru, the loss today against Brooklyn. You have the game coming up against York on Friday. How are these losses going to transition over? Possibly you guys trying to turn things around. Making sure you can get a conference win, and you got a bunch more coming up afterwards.
We've got 7 more conference games. It's only the first game of the second half of the season, so we've got 7 more conference games, and we just got to get better. We just got to come out and play harder. Got to play better. Got to play smarter. And we're putting out effort, but effort's one thing, but effort's got to be sent in the right way.
Is there any cause for concern about the team's ability to finish? Did we, you guys had a couple lost on a couple last second shots, some buzzer beaters. Tonight is probably one of the worst examples. You had a 9-point lead, final 7-8 minutes, and yet kind of still couldn't get that through. And you guys have 7 games left, and here you are now in the home stretch of the season. Is there any kind of cause of concern, especially now with a 48-hour turnover before York?
It's just. I don't want to make light of it. It's another day at the office, so to speak. We got to come back tomorrow. We got to regroup. You lose a game, and the good thing about basketball is you can go back and get on the winning ways in 48 hours. That's exactly what we got to do.
You guys had a pretty solid lead the last couple of minutes, and just to kind of go ice cold that quick.
You want me to take this one? Any loss kind of stings, They went on a 18-0 run. I think 18-0 run on. It happened so fast. We did a lot of stupid turnovers. Like I said, we're a young team, I think, so to speak. There's one senior on the team, and we're a young team, so we're gonna learn. They've been playing together they have 5 seniors on that team. They've been playing together for a long time, so they know how to keep their composure. We don't yet. There's little things that we gotta come together with, and there's little stupid turnovers and stupid quick shots. We gotta work on that. Ask them a question now.
So you guys dropped the game against Baruch, dropped the game here against Brooklyn, and you have the game on Friday against York. Tell me how you guys are going to prepare and try and bounce back from these two losses.
I mean, York, we already beat York, so we know how to handle them. It's just a matter of going out there and doing it. Like tonight, Baruch was a worse loss than tonight. I mean, no, tonight was a worse loss than Baruch for the simple fact that we had such a big lead and we just didn't close it out. And I think mentally, a lot of it is mental. A lot of times we just rush, and we just got to learn how to close out a game when we're up 8 to 10 points. We can't rush shots. We got to get a good look, clean look, and knock it down.
You know, like what Dave said, if we're up, you know, we just got to be composed. And for York, like you said, we beat them before, and we just have to be hungry. Like, we can't take them lightly because this conference is up for grabs, and just got to come out Friday with W.
How big is York now? You guys are on a 3-game losing streak coming in.
I think any game from this point on is big because every game is huge. Only because this is the end of the season now, so we got to make our push. And last year, we was already losing a lot, so we didn't feel that winning spirit. Now we know that we could win. We have everything that we need to win. And York, we've already beat them. Now they're gonna be coming to our house, so we got to close out at home. And every game from here on out is really important because it's conference play now. I think we have one out of conference game, and everything's conference play, so we have to win if we want a good seeding in the conference. So.